We have an unshowered Mike Storey in the house. I bet he still smells delicious, though. Mike Storey is a very fresh individual. Happy holidays to you, Mike Storey.
Happy holidays to you, Rob. I did not shower today. That is correct. I did put deodorant on. I did brush my teeth, but I never got around to showering. I was just working from the laptop on the couch, and I just never got around to showering. So dirty clothes, and yeah, I'm guessing that my wife, because I'm not going to shower tonight, so I'm guessing that she'll change the sheets tomorrow. But we'll see.
Have you ever gone to work? So like, I know you own your own business, but like you used to actually work like at an establishment, Elgin, other places as well. Have you ever gone to work on a day and forgot deodorant? It's a very stressful occurrence.
Only once that I can remember where I forgot to put deodorant on. I have had it where, because I'll reuse like quarter zips when I'm in Disney World, because it gets cooler sometimes, and I'm in the park, and then I notice like, oh shit, like this actually kind of stinks. Then I get like really self-conscious about it until I'm able to get back to the hotel and put deodorant on. That's why I asked my wife to keep deodorant in her park bag that we take in now all the time.
I once didn't wear it. I worked at Elgin Country Club, a golf course, and it was like a 95-degree humid day. And I showered in the morning, so I have like an hour or two buffer. And luckily, I'm not really a stinky guy. I know like everyone says that everyone doesn't think they stink, but like I really, compared to most men, I don't really smell that much. I'm not that hairy. Anyways, and like I'm just like freaking out. I'm trying to like really manage my movements, so I'm not like overexerting myself, because you can like stress can just make you sweat and smell. So what just brings me to how crazy it is. You've met those people in your life that just always have BO because they just don't wear deodorant.
Mm-hmm.
And like someone like Leo and these celebrities, they can get away with it. Who cares what they smell like? They're fucking millionaires, right? But like your normal person that's like going to the bowling alley or like whatever, and they just have BO. It's like, bro, can you not smell yourself? Like, what the fuck?
So that Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher are like all natural people, and they don't shower very often. They don't wear, so that's a little gross because that, and also there's a certain individual that you and I both know that has pretty bad BO. We both worked with him. We won't say who it is on camera, but you know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you?
No,
I'll tell you off air then. Okay.
Okay.
So in that case,
you were going to tell me something yesterday off air too. We forgot. I got to make sure to remember this one.
Why didn't you just go to the locker room and use deodorant there?
This was one of my first years, and like, I didn't want to get in trouble, and I had done it in the past, like the last couple of years I worked there, which was year, 16, 17, 18. I just would go and take someone's deodorant. I don't give a fuck. But it's a very stressful occurrence, but it's just wild that like there's people out there that like every day, like you were talking about, they just reek. And like, I know it's harder to smell yourself than other people because you get used to it. But it's like, bro, if I smell, I know I smell. And I'm like keeping like the COVID distance from people because I don't want people to think I stink.
Well, it's the BO, and it's also like the bad breath, halitosis, right? Those people, and they can't tell because that's always coming out. They get so used to the smell that's coming out of their mouth, they can't tell.
Yeah. I think bad breath's harder to tell than BO. Like BO is just gross. Erica has a coworker she works with that just always stinks, and I don't think he's watching the show, so I'm not gonna say his name. We don't call people out in the show. Big Ray and the Hizzy.
I'm sorry. I just walked in this conversation about you two talking about your third coworker who's stinky, and the greasy Ray. I just don't want to know what I just want to know what I'm walking into here. Sounds like a lot of camaraderie that had nothing to do with me.
We all have one. Someone says we all have one. Jesse says we all have one at work. So yeah, we all have that person at work in our life.
Yeah,
it's wild. It's gross. It's no, I'm fresh, bro. I'm always fresh. I shower every day. So I'm glad to have Mike back on. Yeah, Storey was gone for a long ass time. So now we talked about this yesterday a little bit. So Jay Moore wants to know about Kyle Williams. So officially, Matt Collins is out. He is out.
Yeah.
And Keyshawn Boutte is out. So we're looking at Demario Douglas is questionable, but has a hamstring. Also, Demario Douglas cannot play outside. Stephon Diggs can play outside, but it's the Kyle Williams show. And I know, Storey, you mentioned yesterday that you thought they're going to play a lot of 2 tight end sets, get a lot of a lot of Hunter Henry and Austin Hooper, which is fine, but they still need to play 2 receivers on the field. So I'm going to get Ray's opinion first here on this situation. Kyle Williams, Ray. Would you feel comfortable starting him? Let's just say Demario Douglas is active. Let's go on that assumption first. And it's Demario Douglas, it's Stephon Diggs, and it's that Chisholm guy, that rookie that has no experience.
Eric Chisholm.
That's all they have. Yeah.
So,
are you comfortable starting him, Ray?
I'll say this. It's very interesting with Kyle Williams because I heard that name immensely through the draft process, early draft process of fantasy, for good reason. I mean, his numbers in the combine were crazy. I mean, the guy's an athletic freak. He's faster than hell. So it made sense, but again, he just maybe took longer to develop. I know he's playing because he needs to, but at the same time, I wouldn't play him if you have a better option. Because I would say if you're going to ask me, I would rank him like between 30 and 20, maybe like more like 30, 25. And so, but with an upside of near top 15 because he's so explosive. It's just that I'm not exactly sure with the Patriots where they're at the moment, like how much they're going to want to unleash him to like win you your fantasy championship game, if that makes sense.
Yeah, Storey. So yesterday you mentioned, and it's a valid comparison. You mentioned the Isaac Tesla thing. Now, we never actually got to see Isaac Tesla play. It was that week when St. Brown was supposed to miss with the knee injury. He ended up playing. That was the week that I was on. And of course, Tesla scores a touchdown that game anyway. All Tesla does is score touchdowns. All Kyle Williams does is make big plays, which are typically touchdowns.
Aren't half of Tesla's catches touchdowns? If like roughly,
yeah, he had
like very
he had
rough. I'm not maybe exact, but it's like pretty close.
It was exactly half, and then it went down to like 45%. But Kyle Williams is really the same type of player. But the thing is, I actually trust Drake May more than I trust the Lions offense. So like, this is a bet on Drake May, Story, or like, what are your thoughts now that you have Matt Collins out and now we have 100% Keyshawn Boutte out?
Yeah. So it doesn't matter. Like the only issue, but the only consideration for Douglas would be the targets, right? Because Douglas is strictly a slot player. He does not play on the outside. So if he doesn't play, it's good for the snap share. But I don't know. I can't. The dude has popped off for a few touchdowns here and there. But do you really want to roll into your fantasy championship with Kyle Williams strictly on the hope that he can put together a good game? Or do you kind of look at it from the narrative like, geez, I don't even know if Drake May is a top 5 option this week with the lack of weapons here. Are they just going to run the ball all day long against the Jets? And Kyle Williams is a non-factor. Now, if you need big upside, if you need variance, Kyle Williams is probably one of the guys that's out there that can get you a 40-yard touchdown reception. Can you bank on that? No, it's like a 5% chance. So if you're comfortable taking a 5% chance and getting middle single digits otherwise, then sure. But I know people are debating starting him over Godwin and Evans and Igbuka. I don't know how you could start Igbuka right now.
That's called getting cute.
Yeah,
like this is the championship.
No, I would start him over Igbuka. I would start him over Igbuka.
Igbuka, you could argue that very easily because I had him.
Let me toss some names. Before we toss your names, I want to get your guys just one answer here. Let's say Demario Douglas is ruled out. Okay. What would you project? Let's just talk about snap share, and then we can go through everything else later. What would you project the snap share would be for Kyle Williams in this game when it's just Stephon Diggs, him, and Chisholm? Ray?
I'm literally just going to pull a number out of the air because I've not looked at what he had before.
Like 30% before when everyone was healthy.
The last game? This last game was 30%.
But everyone was healthy last game.
No, that's what I mean. So 30% with everybody healthy. So I'll just double it 60%, 50 to 60, somewhere in there. It could be higher.
Story,
honestly, because there's a lot of injuries, but I would just safely say 50 to 60.
Yeah, 65% snap share, I would bet. But I mean, the guys had 16 weeks already to get onto the field. They've rotated through injuries in that wide receiver core, and he has yet to pop off for any kind of consistency. He doesn't seem like he's ready yet in the NFL. So I can't get there. Like it can't.
And that's the thing, man. It takes a long time.
I argue the other way, man. He's been awesome in the limited time he's played. So it's not like he's out there running wind sprints. You know what I'm saying? When he's in the field, he's making big plays. He just hasn't seen the field. So I think it's 78%. I think he's going to play that much.
Why is he not seeing the field?
They love Matt Collins.
Okay,
they love Matt Collins.
At some point, production.
They love Keyshawn Boutte.
Yeah, but at some point, you can't just love guys that are okay. And if you're saying that Kyle Williams is better than those three guys, at some point he should have gotten more opportunity. He played on 28 of 74 snaps on offense last week. That's atrocious.
I really think that both of you guys, and you guys both know the stats with the running backs. We just need to take, that's a very easy for the same team. I understand different positions, but I don't care that like we're talking about a rookie with Vrabel and Rob. You've been harping to where, and I mean, you were right. I mean, they still gave Stevenson the ball a lot last week, and then Henderson got hurt. Hendy got hurt, and then Stevenson was the main guy. What I'm just getting at is that I am with Rob to where Vrabel doesn't trust rookies. So, like, if you're going to trust Kyle Williams right now to be playing in this fantasy championship for yourself, you just better be hoping that he's getting a 40-yard, 30-yard big touchdown at least, because I would not be sitting there expecting to have
the other guys, though, Ray.
Seven catches for 80 yards.
So the Vrabel hate on rookies, right? The other guys that are going to be coming in to compete with him is Chisholm, who's barely seen the field. He's a rookie. And the practice squad guys who are nobodies. So it's like, he is more trusted than the other guys now. So I'm going to give you guys some names here, and I'm going to ask you who you'd start over Kyle Williams. So Rico Dowdle in a full PPR. You're going to go Rico or you're going to go Kyle Williams?
Rico.
Okay. Jalen Coker.
If he's healthy.
Coker if he's healthy, yeah.
Is he bad? He's
not
bad.
No.
Coker, you're going to go Coker against the Seahawks as a third option there.
Dude,
over the second
Seahawks,
option, possibly.
Schedule adjusted, the Seahawks defense is not as potent as it was in the middle of the season.
But Dave, I'm sorry, Rob, I really think too that like you're over. I mean, I'm not saying like crazily overvaluing Kyle Williams' value for the team for this week, but like I don't know. I'm sort of getting Michael. What's his name?
Wilson vibes. Yes.
Yeah, I'm just
well, I have a lot of questions.
I understand being 1 week. I would start Kyle Williams over him, but that's hard. But I would. It's like, very close. But
same game, right? Same game.
But I'm saying that saying just that quarterback situation. It's rough.
I think you get more guaranteed production from N.I. Mitchell. I'm going N.I. Mitchell there.
And he has the floor.
Well, I guess I'm on an island here.
Well, Mitchell, I'm saying Mitchell has the floor of his targets at least. That's a big thing.
Like, this isn't a backup running back scenario where you know that touches are guaranteed to go this guy's way. This is a wide receiver. Like, targets are an earned stat. Targets still need to be earned. And Kyle Williams has not been able to get on the field at all this year, despite the rotating wide receiver core that they've had all year long. I don't trust it. I don't trust Vrabel to give him a high enough snap share. I don't trust him to be able to get downfield in time to, there's also like when he's on the field, he's not the primary defensive read anymore too. And now potentially he will be if he plays in two wide receiver sets. I don't know. I'm not trying to get, like Ray said, I'm not trying to get cute in my fantasy final and watch this guy put up a 2.5 point dud.
You literally will think about it
going over Mike Evans
8-10 months
over Mike Evans, but the names I'm talking about, Jalen Coker, dude. Like, I'm starting the upside Kyle Williams.
Okay, Rob, that's the one name that we both said. Yeah, okay, Coker, we'll give you that. We'll play him over Coker, but like, give us a better name.
Ibuka.
I will still go Ibuka and die on that hill. Just he got me to the playoffs. Like, yeah.
Storey, you're gonna go Ibuka? You're gonna go a Big Boo over Kyle Williams?
Yep. Yeah, I'm with Ray. I'm still going Ibuka.
And you got to give credit to this rookie sensation wide receiver out of Ohio State, Emeka Egbegbue.
I mean, I'm seriously considering, like, is Drake May or Bo Nix? Oh, Bo Nix already played, but Drake May or Caleb Williams, for example. Like, I don't know that Drake May is a top 6 guy this week. They got virtually no weapons. They're playing the Jets. How much are they really going to have? I think Stevenson is set up for a smash spot.
Real quick,
Henderson might play. So let's talk about the running back situation. Because Henderson might play. I mean, I don't think he should, but so this is another factor in the Kyle Williams thing. So for me, if there's no TreVeyon Henderson and there's no Demario Douglas, like, I am going to be starting Kyle Williams in almost every league, just because my teams are beat up right now. And I have
did not bad any of this. I'm sorry to cut you off, but you didn't preface any of this with Hendy being all right. If Hendy's out, I think maybe you did. I was late. I'm sorry, but
Oh, I'm more concerned about the Demario Douglas thing because Henderson. The thing is, they might play 2 running back sets, all that kind of stuff. But
right,
if Demario Douglas is out, they have nobody there. And I know Mike Storey, you're going to say that they're just going to run the ball the whole time. You know what? Drake May still in the MVP conversation. They're going to try to blow this team out. It's the Jets. There is 4 or 5 touchdowns to be had against this Jets defense.
They don't
that will
have
happen.
They don't have the number 1 seed locked up. You know what I mean? Like obviously the Broncos
they're
are right there. So I mean, they're right there. I mean, the whole entire NFL, any team that's in the playoffs and or fighting for the playoffs are going to be playing all their fantasy players. So unless you have a fantasy player that's on a really shitty team going for a draft pick, I'm saying maybe that might hamper, but in general, I'm with you, Rob.
The counter argument to that is look at the level of competition against which they're playing, right? So how much did the Broncos realistically need to do against the Chiefs last night? And that's a level of competition thing. And that's why I'm more, it's on the road. I get that, but I'm worried about the Jets not being in this game. And I mean, you get a couple of short fields and they're running scores, or you get a defensive touchdown or a punt return touchdown, and the next thing you know, like, they're running out the clock midway through the third quarter.
Yeah, well, thank God Kyle Williams had that 60-yard touchdown in the first quarter, man. That's
oops.
What do you guys? What's your take on if Henderson plays? So how are we going to break down this running back room? I think you could start them both. Who would you rather start if Henderson plays? Would you rather start Henderson or Stevenson in this game?
Probably Stevenson.
Nah, it's gross, man.
I'll say Stevenson as well, but I'll say it's gonna be 50-50. But because it's a concussion, I would just, again, pulling it out of my Ray ass, but I would think that those give Stevenson the goal line carries for getting his taters potentially mashed compared to the guy whose taters were already mashed.
Kind of feel like Henderson is progressing through this concussion protocol at record speed.
He is. I've been seeing that too. Story. I was like, wow. I was like, he's pretty much almost full participation. I'm like, what the hell is that? That's crazy. Okay.
And I can see him getting rested if they're up big early. I think this sets up for
it's a trap. It's a trap play. I feel like, honestly, that's what I'm feeling. Henderson's a trap play. Like you like, he'll be healthy, he'll play, and then you're gonna get Josh Jacobs against the Bears last week. That's my gut feeling of what very well might end up happening with the guy.
He still has to clear the independent neurologist too.
Correct.
So let's I mean, an independent neurologist, like, we know how that goes, man. That's funny. Jay Moore, stuck with deciding between the trios of Burden, Kyle Williams, and Marvin Harrison. Now that's a tough one. So I'm starting Kyle Williams over Luther Burden. We all agree with that one.
I don't think. I mean, Rome's already been ruled out. I'm going Luther Burden.
Off an ankle injury,
Rome Dunze is ruled out already.
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah, I mean,
he started to progress later in the season. I was not big on him early, but looking at the opportunity that he got when Roman Dunze was not in that game, I think Burden sets up pretty well against a pretty porous San Francisco defense too.
Ray, you going Kyle Williams or are you going to go Luther Burden?
I think, honestly, it's a very close. Who's New England playing?
Jets. 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 By the way, did you see what the Jets pulled today? Where they had they've got this.
Yeah, it's the kicking competition. Dude, what losers! What losers! Sorry, please explain to everybody the whole situation.
Yeah, so they have a competition coming up. The if you progress through the competition, the overall winner, if you actually make the field goal, you get $100,000. You know, it's a field goal, whatever. And they had this lifelong Jets fan whose father passed away 10, 12 years ago, whatever it is. And she was going to kick in his honor. They found out she's a former soccer coach, college player. Yep. Like, nope, you're not considered an amateur. And so
rugby, football, or soccer. They were like, no, sorry, you were disqualified.
Which, dude, $100,000. I know that these are all set up with insurance, but come on, man. How cheap and how dumb are the PR
pathetic. Just pathetic, dude. They are a pathetic franchise. Owners are so pathetic. But hey, real quick story. They did reverse it today. They did? Oh, yes. Because people like you and I were like, are you fucking kidding me, you losers? And they're like, oh, we re-looked at everything and she can kick it now. It's like, oh, really? Okay, good. Because I would openly ray you. And me, when
Marvin
I say
Harrison. Marvin Harrison, Burden, or Kyle Williams. He added Marvin Harrison in there.
Yeah.
Was it Marvin Harrison? Are you trusting that guy?
Burden. I'm going to stick with
Burden.
I'm
going to go Burden only because, Rob, I know it sounds biased for me, but I'm just saying that when Burden played, him and Caleb Williams have been upticking with their production, and they have pretty good chemistry together. And with Rome being out and him being there, I just think that Rob, how about this? If you want a safe base, you go Burden. If you want if you're down and out and you need the high end, I would go Kyle Williams at that point.
And that's why I'm going Kyle Williams, guys, because my teams, I was the underdog going in. I had some Javonte Williams who didn't do terrible, Javonte and some other guys that just didn't perform. So I'm looking at a 20, down 20 points essentially in projection.
Yeah, Javonte aren't
everything, but
Javonte would have scored so much
Thursday. I get it. If you're a 5-point dog, that's nothing. That's a rounding error, right? If you're a 25-point dog because you had Jamison Williams and you had Jahmyr Gibbs and whatever, then sure. Look, you got to swing for the fences, and Williams is the upside play there of all those guys.
Big time.
What about Fannin? So Harold Fannin pops up with a groin injury today.
Scares the shit out of me, man.
Bro. That's what I'm saying. It's like my teams are all dying. I have in every league, and I have Michael Mayer, I guess, is fine as a backup, but like Harold Fannin's a top 5 tight end. Michael Mayer is a fringe tight end 1 this week. So I don't like it.
I have Olave and Fannin, and they both popped up on the injury report today. Now, Olave was full participation the last 2 days until today, so I'm assuming it was just just to give him rest. Fannin, on the other hand, was not. He was not on any Rob, maybe restore you guys and tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think he was on any injury report, and he pops up on Friday, and it was his hamstring, I believe, right? Or something like
groin injury. And this is Chris Olave that's been happening every week for him. They always rest him on Thursday.
I'm not worried about him.
I'm definitely worried about Fannin.
Yeah, I'm definitely worried about
Story, you think he plays?
I do.
I do too, but I'm
pretty confident that he was going to play. It's a midweek injury pop up or a downgrade is never a good sign. Usually that's like a 50-50 proposition.
Right.
But as confident as he sounded in his presser, I think he plays. So if he plays, I'm probably still playing him. Now you're running the risk though of that injury creeping up in the game. But if you need to switch to a safer option like a Brenton Strange, I wouldn't fault anybody for doing that.
Yeah. What do you think, Dicker?
I want to say real quick between you guys, who would you guys start in, let's say, full PPR? I mean, again, it doesn't matter what quarterbacks they get. Well, let's say 6 passing touchdown this week, Stafford or Trevor Lawrence.
Man,
I know that's hard. That's why I'm just curious because I feel like Trevor Lawrence clearly he's been showing it, and he's got he's definitely not more. He has the rushing side to his side more than Stafford does.
If it was 4 for a passing touchdown, I might go Lawrence. Just because the rushing upside, but 6 for a passing touchdown.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Matt Stafford's not ever rushing for a touchdown. Trevor Lawrence has had a rushing touchdown like 5 or 6 games.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
So it's probably Stafford.
I mean, I'm fairly confident that Sean McVay is well aware of the MVP race, and I feel like he's probably going to push that.
Plus, the number 1 seed for them isn't locked up. Obviously, they're not in first place anymore. So,
Indy's defense doesn't scare me, but neither does Atlanta's defense, and I would go with Stafford.
I was just curious because I've been seeing pundits saying like, "Oh, Trevor Lawrence is the bona fide number 1 quarterback this week." And I'm like, he's a great play, but I don't know if he's bona fide number 1.
Still Trevor Lawrence,
right?
And I love Trevor. He's past that whole bust situation and how inconsistent he was, but it's still Trevor Lawrence opposed to Matt Stafford. Cameron Dicker and a tough Houston defense, or McPherson in a shootout versus Arizona.
Yeah, man, that one's tough. I would probably go with McPherson. Give me the potential points. Plus, Zach Gill is a pretty big coward, so I can see a lot of 4th down field goal opportunities.
Well, plus my main reason is Arizona has been more plucky and spunky and more of a hard, they're a harder play than most. Just you see the name, that'll be easy. So I'm just saying, I just feel like there might be times where they stop them to kick field goals, because they a little more harder to get by than most people think. But that's
Dicker's the upside play because, how many times are they going to be able to punch in the end zone? Dicker could get you 3 or he can get you 23, where I feel like McPherson's going to get you between 8 and 14. So it depends what you need. Because Dicker has the bigger leg. He's the better
Very
kicker.
fair.
He's automatic. He's kicking in. It's in a dome either way. So I like that.
That also matters.
Ray and Mike actually sleeping on Williams. Although if he's on your waivers, go pick him up. Jay Moore is right on fucking board with me, man. I think I've hit on all of these.
Don't come crying to me in Storey if you get fucking Ray. That's all I'll say.
I'm not
saying you might be. I'm not saying you're wrong, either of you. But
I missed on Yoshi.
Me.
Yoshi was the week that I missed on him. He had 4 for 62. That was my miss, which isn't that bad of a miss. We'll take 4 for 62. Sports says also since Gibbs, Javonte, Denver's defense screwed me yesterday, I feel like I've got no choice but to start Brissett over Hurts on Sunday. Basically, need a miracle now.
That sucks, but I might. He's not.
What are your guys' thoughts on Hurts?
Well, Hurts is not going to throw for 300 plus yards most likely, whereas Brissett has a very strong chance of doing that. I get a little worried that they're turning towards the run game pretty heavily there in Philadelphia. So I worry about, and the push is not automatic anymore. So you don't, when they get down to the 2-yard line, the 1-yard line, you're not guaranteed a touchdown from Hurts anymore. They've been, I don't want to say failing at it, but certainly not as.
No. Not only have they been failing on a story, they've been getting called for false starts and backing themselves up and throwing picks and shit. So it's actually like a net negative right now.
And fumbles.
Yeah, fumbles. Fucking that was against the Bears. So if it's 4 for a passing touchdown, I'm still going Jalen Hurts. Would you guys start Tyler Shuck or Jalen Hurts?
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts, yeah. Again, we're not getting cute. We're not getting fucking cute. And technically speaking, Brissett over Hurts is getting cute. But Rob, I'm with you. If it's a 4 passing and 6 rushing, I would go Hurts. But if otherwise it's 6 passing, I'm going Brissett. Especially, I don't know if whoever asked that, if you have bonuses for passing yards, I don't know if you do or not, but that also goes a long way. That Hurts will not get you that.
One last Kyle Williams statement. Does Williams actually run good routes? Like, what's his biggest strength besides deep ball? He's a playmaker. I call him a playmaker. He's great yards after the catch.
Get the ball in his
hands. The biggest guy in the world. Sorry, we loved him coming out of college, correct? I know I did.
I know you loved him coming out of college. I know what I saw at Washington State. Okay, I saw a guy pop off every third game, and it's great. 4.44 40 or 4.40 40, something like that. Fine, he's got athleticism, but he's a third-round receiver. He's got under 200 yards receiving on the year in a pretty terrible wide receiver room, just in general.
4 touchdowns. I think he's got.
What's an MVP candidate?
3 touchdowns.
Yeah, MVP candidate has less than 200 passing and rushing yards or receiving yards.
D-Puck says, Ray, didn't you say the Earth was flat? You wanna respond to that?
Oval.
It's not flat. It's like a pancake.
Well, an oval. I just said what I said. So.
It's a spheroid, by the way. It's not exactly totally round. It bulges at the equator. Is that what you're saying? Or you're saying
I learned this interesting fact. If you took the Earth and you shrunk it down to the size of a billiard ball, it would be smoother than a billiard ball.
I know you heard that from us, from Neil deGrasse Tyson. Neil deGrasse Tyson said that on Rogan.
Sick of that guy.
He interrupts more than anyone in the history of the world, by the way. You can't get a fucking word in with that guy. And like, Joe's super smart. And like, he's also hosting the show, trying to move it along. And anytime Joe has a point, he's like, actually, have you guys seen the Key and Peele sketch about Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Oh, yes.
It's amazing.
So spot on. So spot on.
Whether I get ready now or get ready in 30,000 years, it'll be the same thing. The wife's just like, okay. Furious says, I have Kittle and Taysom. Do I start Taysom on Sunday morning or should I pick up Loveland and Tunges? Definitely one of the latter two. I think Tunges.
I think Tunges as well. Yeah. Yeah. Roll the dice and hope that Kittle plays.
I'll just say Loveland because Loveland has been, I think it was since probably week 5 or 6, been a top 5 tight end overall. So, if Kittle is hurt, again, I know I'm a Bears fan being, call me biased, but those are the numbers. I mean, him and Caleb have grown with their, the trust and the chemistry a lot.
Yeah, but the role that we want for fantasy production isn't there. It's with
okay, I get that story, but Fungus, what the fuck? We've never seen that. We haven't seen that guy have a full. I'm just, we know
he killed it. He killed it in the 5 weeks he filled in. He did kill it. He did 3 touchdowns in 5 weeks.
Luther Burden's back, and with no Luther Burden and no Roman Dunze last week, what do you like 3 for 40 or something like that, which is fine. But again, I think Tunges has a better opportunity to catch a touchdown. Other than that one long, amazing touchdown that he had to win the game, Loveland's got a couple. He pops his head up here and there, but he's not like a big red zone threat for them either.
I got one more Kyle Williams question, and then we're moving on. Jay Moore, I love you. No, hold on. We are going to gun to your head. Marvin Harrison Jr. or Kyle Williams, gun to your head.
Say somebody put a gun to your head. Said, do you want your baby to be lighter or darker? What would you choose?
Why is someone holding a gun to my head and asking what shade I would prefer my son to be?
I don't know. So
why is he putting a gun to my head?
He wants to find out what your preference is. So you're walking down the street with Will, and he snatches you into the backseat of the car, and now he's got a gun to your head. You want a lighter or darker baby? What shade? What shade?
Get away from me.
What color is the guy holding the gun?
He's mocha, right down the middle.
Right down the middle.
50-50. You want it lighter or darker?
I would say on the lighter side.
He's mocha, right down the middle.
I love how the husband was getting into it. Have you seen the Curb Your Enthusiasm with John Hamm, that episode where he's gonna play?
Oh my God, where John's becoming Larry. Fucking awesome.
He's like the industrious Susan.
By the way,
dude, he's like you've overfilled your appetizer allotment. Everyone gets a third.
The fact that Larry David was like more than okay to go down that rabbit hole with Michael Richards when Michael Richards was like on like a set somewhere and he starts just charging at this guy, yelling at him, saying that he's like, I should name you a particular word that ends with this, and then all of a sudden like everybody just stops in the whole studio area. They're just looking, and he just looks up and he's just like, oh.
Could you guys imagine if Seinfeld had the edge that Curb had?
Oh my God.
And we love Seinfeld's our favorite show of all time. I don't know if it would necessarily make it better because Seinfeld's so like on toes the line of these things. Where Curb, there's no line. The line is crossed.
I think if they went like it, not even halfway in between Curb and Seinfeld, maybe like a third, Seinfeld would have been that much better because like going that much overboard would be getting to Curb, so it's a different show. But like because it was on national television the way it was.
Yeah. I'm rewatching Curb right now, and it's. I mean, there's some duds for sure. Where like Seinfeld, outside of the first
couple
season,
seasons. Although the episode with Crazy Eyes Killer, that might be one of the funniest episodes ever.
Gee, pussy, no, it hurts my neck. Wally says thoughts on starting both Kittle and Fannin over Zay Flowers, full PPR. Would you still start Fannin over Zay Flowers with the groin concern?
Nope.
Tyler Huntley.
Yeah, I actually think I would with Tyler Huntley in because
you're right.
He ruled out Lamar. I don't think he's playing, but
Lamar's out. Lamar's out. He's doubtful.
Yeah, Rob's happy. Rob's real happy about that. So don't let him fool you.
It's a third place game. I don't give a shit.
I know. That's why I said it because I knew you roll your fucking eyes as you did. No, honestly, no. The fact that I would go Fannin. I would go Fannin if he plays though.
Need one wide receiver and one flex in full PPR. Godwin, Burden, Mitchell, Carter. Would you pick up Corum or Marks for the flex? Thanks. So, are we starting Godwin here for sure?
I would start Godwin. I would drop. I hate to say it. I would drop Carter and start Corum.
Dude, I was looking at Corum's PPR numbers. He scores like 13 or 14 every fucking week.
Yeah.
Since they made that change.
He doesn't catch passes. That's the biggest problem.
But Story, like the past 5 weeks, the dude has been getting 12 to 15 points every week. So for a flex option, that's why that's a very safe. Even if he gets you 8 for a low game, which would suck because literally I think it's past 5 weeks he's gotten over 12.
So Ray, you're starting Corum over Marks this week for sure.
Just because again, dude, like Corum has showed it. Like he has and like me and Ryan have talked about, like I'm sure you guys have talked about, he has been more efficient per carry and touch than Kyron Williams has been. But Kyron Williams clearly is still the starter because they paid him. And he's still been effective. Just if they were equal money, Blake Corum would be the starter at this point, I would guess. But they're not. That's why.
Well, I'm with you. I've got to actually have that decision to make in a championship, but and I think I'm going to go with Corum based on the potential narrative of them resting Kyron Williams for the playoffs and giving Corum
And that's
in a game that should be in hand late.
That's a real thing, man. I mean, that's a real thought, to be honest. I mean, because the Rams are in such a position, depending on what happens with the Seahawks. Like, if let's just say like they can't win the division, but they're guaranteed a playoff spot. To your point, why would they play Williams continuously and him have a lot of, have the same outcome of a lot of running backs and players in the NFL this year and being out for the rest of the year and just keep them out for the playoffs. So, I mean, that is a real thing. That's a good
Purdy or May?
Purdy.
Yeah, I guess if 6 for a passing touchdown is Purdy for sure. In 4, I think Drake May has a rushing touchdown.
I mean, let's not go overboard. What does he have? 2 rushing touchdowns, and they both came in one game.
Is that right? I know he had 2 weeks ago.
I don't know if his story said it. I'll believe it.
I know for a fact he had 2.
Even if he has 3, and he had 2 in one game and 1 in another. That's still out of we're at what 16 games. He has 2 games with a rushing touchdown. Not a good clip.
Let's see. I'm going to pull it up, but go ahead. Next question. I'll find it. Rushing. All right. So he actually had 2. He had 2 in September, and they had 2 versus Buffalo, but he didn't throw for a passing touchdown. He didn't throw for a touchdown that game either. So he didn't have a monster fantasy output that day. So he's got 4 on the season. 2 came in one game.
Jay Moore, I like that you're part of my Kyle Williams fan club. Appreciate you. We're live every night. Honestly, the only time I've missed a couple, like in the last, I missed 2 shows the last 2 weeks. Other than that, I haven't missed a show all year. So yeah, Christmas night, you name it, baby. I'm sick as a dog right now. I'm on a lot of NyQuil.
You had a hell of a streak, but let's just be real. You missed 2 shows in 1 week.
I know. Well, God damn it. God damn me. One of them was internet related. Was
I know. I'm fucking with you.
There's always a reason, and I'm sick as fuck right now. So I'm still I'm managing. I'm worried Kittle plays 2 snaps and comes out. That's a concern. That's a concern with Fan. I'd be more concerned with that with Kittle, but I don't know why they'd play him if it was that bad. I guess the number 1 seed is a factor, right?
Well, Kittle's a warrior. If he can play, I'm pretty sure he's going to play if not a full allotment of snaps, probably 80%
plus
as usual.
The Bears are his favorite team growing up, so I'm just saying this is another reason to want to play. But I will say that I don't know if it'll be like a 2-snap thing, like he asked or said that he'll come out. It might be like a couple series, like 2 series, and then be done though. Like, so there is that potential to be worried about, honestly, that if you have a better option, I would just suggest playing the better option. But Kittle is such a better option than pretty much 90% plus of tight ends out there, 95. So it's hard to not play him.
All right, I'm gonna hit you guys with the intro. I'll get back to all the questions after this.
Max.
Oh, no, not John Harbaugh. No, not John Harbaugh.
Yeah. I got a second clip to play you that's in relation to the first clip just because I put it in here and I love it.
Very cute.
Oh,
what's his name?
It's Kwame.
It's Kwame. Kwame. Mm-hmm. Nice name. Nice name.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. It's a little light for Kwame, no?
What?
A lot of names to pick, but it was a little darker, maybe.
Yeah, can you go?
That's very scary.
You need to get out.
Hey, any guys want ginger ale?
Get the fuck out.
The fact that the dude from Detroiters with Tim Robinson is in that, like, to be offended is excellent because that guy clearly, I don't know how much you've seen that black dude in comedy things, but that guy's always the offender. So the fact he was offended is that much better.
Ray, this is for you. Swift over Hendy this week if Hendy plays full PPR. What do you got?
So I will say this is that I'm just with the whole league, because here's the thing. The reports have been saying with Hendy, he was participating and practicing, but like Storey said, fastest concussion recovery of all time. I mean, we can only hope that all of us that have him But in reality, we know how the NFL works. Like, to be honest, I really do not think Henry's going to play. I just don't. I mean, you guys can tell me what your opinion is.
Let's just assume he plays, though.
Okay, if it was assuming he plays, I still would go Swift just because Swift has been hot. The O-line for the Bears have been playing well. They, especially with this game, this is one of the hardest games the Bears have had all year. They're going to need to control the ball to win the game. So they need to run the ball. And Swift has been great. And Hendy, with Stevenson creeping back in, I'll go Swift.
Yeah, the Niners defense is god awful. We like Corum over Charbonnet in full PPR, like by a lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you
I have a really consistent kicker in Eddie Pinheiro, but put money McPherson is on waivers. Thoughts? So Eddie Pinheiro or McPherson? No weather concerns there with Eddie. Yeah,
Pinheiro. It also gives you something to root for on Sunday night. Don't forget. It probably shouldn't be a consideration, but there's, this is it's a game that we play, and if you want to have fun doing it, that's a way to low barrier to entry.
I'll just say this is that the Bears are a bend not break defense, so that means they don't let up as many touchdowns as like people think. So that leads to Eddie getting a lot more potential field goals. I'll just leave it at that.
I could just answer this one for Storey. It's Borregales because the answer is always my answer is Michael Wilson. His answer is Borregales. Now my answer is Kyle Williams. You know what I mean? I know he loves his man.
It's always Borregales. Find yourself somebody who loves you, like Mike Vrabel loves field goals on 4th and 2.
I think we both have that, but Denver's defense was a major bust. They've been in a bust all year. This is also just a tale of why we should never draft the first defense off the board because Denver was that this year. The last 6 years, I can tell you that they're never bad. They're never like outside the top 15, but they're never top 5.
Rob, again, you say that, but in drafting season, not the wrong pick. That just means when you know your lineup for the playoffs, you then do your research and get those teams who have really good matchups, aka New Orleans Saints last week, and not have to worry about that.
Yeah, you've got to be willing to pivot. Like I'm not.
It's hard. I mean, sorry, it's hard, dude. Because like
any defense and picking them up in week 1, but
it's rough, man. It's hard to do.
Draft the defense, you and this goes for any player. You cannot be like glued to that, sunk cost. Like you can't be glued to, especially a defense, because the defenses change so much in the NFL. Like I said,
they're the 5th ranked defense. 5th ranked defense right now. 9.3 points a game.
I stuck with Seattle like till the end with their defense, just because, and they still got a kick return for a touchdown, but of course they let up all the points and all that. That touchdown basically gave you a little bit of points instead of 0.
Well, what did they end up with last week?
In my one league, I got 7.9. Rob's league, I think Rob's league was 7.9. I think it was right around there, like 6 to 8, right in there.
Yeah, it was. They had a return touchdown. That's about it. Would you guys play Taysom Hill or Juwan Johnson? Easy. Juwan Johnson. He's balling right now, and he's consistent as hell.
Chuck loves him.
Who will be the top running back this week? Any 30 burgers potentially. So,
I mean, I'm not ruling out Saquon Barkley to have a monster game.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of someone else that's maybe a little like ETN.
Travis Etienne.
Oh, dude, Bijan Robinson I guess this is the Rams, but
Rams defense.
No, but he can catch fucking 8 passes.
Is matchup proof, right? Like Rob said, he catches 8 passes a game. He's gonna have 74 yards on the ground. There's your there's 7.5 points right off.
I mean, JSN against at Carolina. I know it's at Carolina, but I'm just saying, like, he's projected in our XFL league, Rob, 21.4, 4.5 PPR. So I'm just saying all of a sudden.
What do you guys think that the chances are that the Tiny Dancer can be a top 10 running back this week?
Not gonna get me. I know what's
going on.
I knew it.
Is Dylan Sampson? Any chance Dylan Sampson is top 24 back?
I want to talk to Sampson. Fly me to the moon like that bitch Alice Cram.
We should actually talk about Sampson, though, because it's looking more and more likely that he plays.
I want to talk to Sampson. Fly me to the moon like that bitch Dallas tramp.
Gatorade.
So is he a potential flex play for people if he does play? He led that backfield in week 1.
I know.
Says
It's only a hand injury. Not as bad.
Says he was limited. He was a limited participant today, but being even though being limited at the end of the week is a good sign. To at least, to be honest, I think he'll play and he'll get 50% of the snaps.
Yeah,
at least carries, touches, whatever you want to call it, not snaps. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Touches.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, real quick. Shout out to the
Hey, by the way,
Patreon
Rob, hey, Rob, how many people
What's
won with playing Bill for their championship game this week?
Not many people played him, but
that's my point. Like, I just love to.
I went against him in a league, of course, which is awesome.
of
I
course
love
you
seeing
did.
that. And I had Javonte Williams against Bill, and shout out to all the Patreon members. Appreciate you guys. Offer a lot more than just the support, which is much needed. The support's awesome, but also you get access to the Discord. You get access to the community fantasy leagues, guest appearances on the show. We've had at least 6 different fans on the show. Free merch giveaways. You want one of these hats? I'm going to be doing a drawing here in a couple of weeks for January's giveaway. I still got to give Ray his hat. We got to get that going.
Hey,
Here's Helen Hunt. Say hello to Helen.
When are the 3 of us getting together for some beers and camaraderie? I mean, that
soon.
was like
soon.
Oh, soon. Oh yeah. Well, that was planned a long time ago.
Yeah, we will. We gotta get this rocking. Anyways, if you're interested in the Patreon, get in the Discord and also support us, professionalfanatics.com, or the link is in the description for the Patreon. Jay Moore, you should get in there. Faded, you should get in there. 65 people right now in the Discord. It's the what do we call it? We call it
the place to be.
Place to be.
It's the place to be. I can't find it. The timing's bad.
Rob.
Damn it. Because I added some clips. Fuck me. I'm sick. It's bad. The place to be.
What do you call it, Kramer? It was. Come on, Rudy. Come on. We call it the place to be. The place to be. Yes.
The mice, by the way.
Simple Jack, the story of a mentally impaired farmhand who can talk to animals, was a box office disaster that many critics called one of the worst movies of all time.
Got a good brain.
I think you've got a fine brain, Jack.
You make me happy.
But now the question is, can speed...
I just wanted to say that the fact that I've noticed it before, but that clip with the Seinfeld, the maestro, like the place to be, and they like pointed the maestro when they're talking to him. But plus,
Mr. Free Throw, this is a shame. Dynasty team in the ship. Lamar, Mahomes. I'm guessing it might be a super flex. Lamar, Mahomes, Rice, Adams, and DK. You know what? DK is the roughest one because it's a suspension. Like, god damn it.
So,
by the way,
rest in peace.
Have you guys looked at the counselors? Yeah, you never know. Hey, pick up Kyle Williams. He's probably already owned though. But have you guys noticed that the counselor's entire thing is just DK stuff? There's 5 videos on DK Metcalf. It's all he does now. It's like, who cares?
Oh, actually,
bro?
watch that guy. Yeah. You know, you're right. He put out.
Oh, it is. He's
like 5
he's got
videos.
the interview with the fan. He's got dude, just so much shit. It's like, bro, who cares?
And
I love DK.
He reached out to different people who had videos, different angles. He's like, yeah, look, yeah. It's like
really helping out his people on fantasy. You know, the thing is, none of his fans are actually in the championship because they.
How dare you say that? He had a 15-minute video for the championship week. How dare you say you didn't have a video and help out for
the
his
first
fans.
7 minutes is probably all about how the NFL is rigged. That's helping all of his people out about the thing is none of his fans are in the championship games because they listened to his advice and drafted fucking Genty second overall. Great pick, by the way. Great pick.
Hey, you know
good,
what?
Yeah.
If anyone was able to withstand that, they got to the championship game based on his performance.
Hey, I'm in the championship game in my Genty team. I had one Genty share. Well, we actually have 2. Me and Erica both have one. We have 2 Genty shares. I'm in the championship game in both of them. Feeling good about it.
Hey, so
we got him at the 16th pick overall, though. So that's why we took him.
That's what I'm laughing. I knew where you were going to say where I took it was way different than second overall.
Let's see,
or even top 5
here. By the way, yeah, Mr. Free Throw. If since this is a dynasty team, I guarantee you Kyle Williams is on a dynasty roster.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah, he is. That stinks.
Sorry,
he was
Rob.
very highly touted.
Sorry, Rob. You can't help
Marvin in 2025 was a bust. In both seasons was a bust. So where do we think he's going to go next year? Real quick, is he a 5th round pick?
God, that seems
5
high.
to 7. I think it'll be like a 4 for Arizona. Like Arizona, literally like Arizona State, like leagues. You know, like Bears fans, same difference of like they overdraft people. But normal leagues, I would say 5 to 7.
I will take him in the 6th or 7th round. I still will, just
too.
because he scores touchdowns.
I will too.
Yeah, no, it's
Depends on the
decent
quarterback,
value. I put him in that range, probably a 6th round pick next year. But man,
are you taking him Storey next year if he's available for your pick at 6th round?
Well, we'll have to see how things unfold. You know, who knows?
Right. Well, we'll just assume like there's nobody you really like, but he's there. Would you take him?
I don't know. I don't know if I want that albatross on my team.
He's a knucklehead. Gainwell, Michael Wilson, Tracy, or Bucky Irving in the flex. You got to pick one. Full PPR.
Full PPR. Michael Wilson.
God, it should be Bucky Irving, but
I really want to say Bucky Irving, but it's like
it's not Gainwell because Calvin Austin's ruled out too. I don't know if you heard Calvin Austin's ruled out. Fucking DK's ruled out. Like they have nothing.
Right.
They have Adam Thielen.
Yeah, you're 100% correct. It's Gainwell. Yeah, he should. I mean, he should get.
We'll give it to him after that amazing catch he had. Would
you guys rather play Gainwell or Jalen Warren this week?
Gainwell.
PPR.
Gainwell.
Yeah, Gainwell, which is crazy, but yeah, it proves to my point that I've been harping on for years that Jalen Warren is not a top running back.
No, he's not
really playing the NFL, but not a starter number 1 running back.
Story, since you hate coaches so much, who is the most overrated coach in NFL history? It's Sean Payton, right?
Easy. It's Bill Belichick. Come on, like it's absolutely like every year that goes on, every month that goes on, it's more and more evident that dynasty run was more Tom Brady, much more Tom Brady than it was Bill Belichick. That is an old sourpuss of a man who could barely keep a team together at North Carolina. He was Yeah.
What I say? What about
this first? Forgot how to coach football.
What about those first 3 years? That was not Tom Brady winning those Super Bowls, my man. If you want to convince me, go ahead. But they were not won because of Tom Brady. Tom Brady got them and just rode on the train in the car to get to the championship. Now the other he got 7. So the other 3 and 7th, so the other 4 technically, definitely were him. But those first 3. That was Belichick in the defense more than him.
You know what was funny? You guys have a lot of you and Ray have a lot of parallels on different aspects. So like I'm trying to think what's crazier. Stories, which is actually might be crazier. I'll break down that. His hate of coaches or Ray's believing that the earth is not round. And I think because like the flat earth thing is crazy, yes. Story, there has to be good coaches because there's a lot of them, and like they can't all be bad. I know you think they can, but like it's also on a grading scale. It's a curve, man. Just like
I'm not saying. I mean, they're all bad in their own unique ways. Don't get me wrong. Like, would you say that Sirianni's good?
God, we love you, dude.
No, I don't think he's very good. But here's the thing:
he's a worthy starting coach, if you want to say, for lack of a better term. He's a worthy head coach in the NFL. Like, he's not even in question.
Because look at what that offense
he won a Super Bowl.
And he won a Super Bowl.
He won a Super Bowl
as the play caller there. That's a stupid coach right there. That makes you stupid. When you do stupid things day in and day out.
So he won a Super Bowl. How stupid is he though?
Look, a lot of stupid coaches win Super Bowls.
Really? How? Okay. So here we go. Give me your Mount Rushmore. All
right, no, we gotta go. We gotta move on. We're gonna be on here all day. Tila or Drake May?
I'm pinning that story. I'm pinning for a later date.
Put a pin in it. I think I'm going T-Law here.
Yeah.
Wow.
T-Law I mean, Rob, hey, you said it yourself.
They're not going to need to throw the ball like at all in New England. And like someone asked about a 30-point burger. Like, would it surprise you if Stevenson got 3 goal line carries?
No.
3 goal line touchdowns. One of those weird games where he just scores because they get down to the goal line and they don't throw it.
Rob, you also were, on T-Law. I'm just saying, or on May for the rushing aspect.
But can I just bring up a good point here?
Of course you can.
These are the only kinds I have.
I want to hear
he's working up here. T-Law, remember the game 2 weeks ago when T-Law faced the Jets? What did he do?
Not much.
5 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown. I'm just saying, worried about blah, blah, blah. I don't have to throw the ball. Well, T-Law just faced his Jets team 2 weeks ago, had 6
Oh, you
total
mean
touchdowns.
quarterback number 1 overall? Oh, I don't know about that, but okay.
So I'm just saying, like, to say that it's not a good
matchup
matchup for Drake May, like, I feel like that's kind of a crutch argument because it also wouldn't have been on paper a good matchup for Trevor Lawrence, correct? And he goes out there and has 6 touchdowns. You kind of see where I'm going with this?
I'm not saying it's not a bad matchup. I'm saying that you're taking a 1-game sample size, extremely high variance, right? 6 total touchdowns. How often does that happen? How often, what did ATN do that day? Did he have a touchdown?
3 receiving touchdowns.
That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah. 3 catches, 73 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, but the variance situation, like, if those guys get pulled down at the 1 and a couple of times and you get rushing touchdowns instead of passing touchdowns, that's the problem. Like, you can't. I don't want to look at a 1-game sample size. It's a terrible, terrible defense. But how much, like, there's a reason that everybody's streaming the Pats defense against this offense. If they're scoring 10 points, what does New England realistically need to do?
It's a very good problem to have. It's the opposite of McLovin and Muhammad.
I was between that and Muhammad.
Why the fuck would it be between that or Muhammad? Why don't you just pick a common name like a normal person?
Muhammad is the most commonly used name on earth. Read a fucking book for one.
Jay Moore was better off starting. He says better off starting Saints defense over Broncos. But here's the thing: is the Broncos had the most perfect matchup in the history of the world. The best, coming into the game, what was perceived as the best defense in the league, one of the best fantasy defenses in the league, against a fucking 3rd-string quarterback and a dead team on Christmas. Like, I was against the Broncos defense in one league, and I was so fucking scared. And Erica had the Broncos defense in one league, and she was I was so excited for her. I was like, they should get 18 points. It should be easy 18, and they score 7. So this is the fantasy defense thing is wacky and wild shit.
It's not though. But it really isn't, boys. Again, I thought we had this under control here with this argument. Like, you draft a particular good defense like the Seahawks because they would get you into the playoffs. If you did a little research, aka just look at the playoff schedule for them, not good. That's why if you're lucky enough to get to the playoffs, you then at that point look at the rest of the schedule for all the other defenses that are available and pick the Saints defense and dominate
over Denver. You would start the Saints defense over Denver this week. Denver against the 3rd-string quarterback and the Chiefs? No way, bro.
No.
And I literally, here's the fucking craziest thing, as we talked about in the stream. Kansas City had a 10.5 implied team total. That was their over-under in Vegas. It's the craziest thing I've ever heard. So, like, that, everything screamed to you is that the Broncos should have had 7 sacks in this game. They should have had 2 turnovers. Should have had touchdown, like all these things, and they had none of it. Did they even have a sack in this game? 1? I guess the Chiefs didn't throw the ball much, but
no.
I'm just can't believe that Detroit got 7 sacks and got me 7 points in fantasy. I mean, obviously the amount of points.
Yeah,
this is like
thanks, Jared Goff. Thanks, Jared Goff, for that one. For Detroit
good
defense.
old Goffy boy.
Pivot. Would you guys start Seattle or Steelers defense? I'm going Seattle still.
Seattle.
I like the matchup.
Nope. I'm going Steelers.
I'm going to tell you right now. Yeah, they're going at Cleveland.
Yeah.
I know.
Steelers.
Carolina is not exactly like a fucking amazing.
A playoff team against a team drafting in the top 5. Everybody, you just do your math on what you want to do there.
Well, I can go with just the same comparison was Denver versus the Chiefs, and then Minnesota against Detroit. And Minnesota scores 21. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, the matchup is saying
that's why I said what I said, because I knew you were not going to move it along to the next question. You're just going to do what you just did.
Defenses are so tough.
Full PPR. Super chats.
Oh, thank you. I don't have my my computer going. Thank you. Here we go. Birds by 20 this week. Statement into the playoffs from J Bob. Thank you, J Bob. And we'll just. I don't think the Birds are capable of winning by 20.
J Bob, you and me, $50 straight up right now. Acknowledge it one way. You got me on Discord. No way the Birds are winning by 20. I'll just leave it at that. They may win. They very well might win very easily. But
who would you guys bet on this game? Who would you bet?
I don't know.
Straight up, who do you bet though? You bet the Eagles, but not by 20. Minus 1.5.
I'll still bet the
Eagles are minus 1.5.
Probably the Eagles.
I'll still go the Eagles, but not by 20. That's
Eagles
crazy.
Defense, no joke.
Mr. Free Throw for Ray. We can all talk this one out too. Rushmore of bad Super Bowl winning coaches.
Yeah, Ray, you had mentioned like, oh, how can you be stupid if you won a Super Bowl? Well, Pete Carroll won a Super Bowl. Don't forget that.
Well, that's a fair
Should have won too.
I,
In reality,
I love hating on him because Story. This is I'm Mr. Conspiracy Theory. I will die on this hill of the conspiracy, and I told Rob this that the NFL told Pete Carroll if it comes up one way or another, if it can be Russell Wilson be the hero or Marshawn Lynch, you make Russell Wilson the hero. Well, I think that play on the goal line pretty much fucking proved that. Why the hell you would not hand the ball off to Marshawn Lynch? I think it was second down when that play happened. So second, third, so 3 downs to the guy that was nicknamed Beast Mode. So
let me ask Story. Why did they hand the ball off? I think you know the right answer. Why did they hand the ball off?
Why did they?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
For the
why did Pete Carroll choose to throw the ball? Sorry, to throw the ball.
Throw the ball. Okay. Yeah.
Why did they throw it? Yeah.
Me there. I mean, I read a while. I'm not getting baited into this.
It's because Pete Carroll's a fucking idiot.
I know what you want me to say. There's a real reason. If you go back and read, a lot of that had to do with where Russell Wilson placed the ball, as well as don't give Malcolm Butler made an amazing play on that.
Mm-hmm.
So
big time,
the best play ever.
Regardless, it was a bad decision because he's an idiot. But also, let's not forget that Doug Peterson won a Super Bowl, okay, and Bruce Arians won a Super Bowl, and those guys.
That's right? Name. I want to like being kind of saying.
You know who the answer is, though. You know the number one answer.
He got fired after he won the Super Bowl.
No. It's Mike Ditka.
Tom Coughlin
Mike
was
Ditka is probably the worst.
Mike
Ditka.
He's a raging moron.
Rob, I hate to fucking say this. Ditka is on the Mount Rushmore of worst Super Bowl winning coaches of all time.
Yeah, he's
because everybody who knows anything about the '85 Bears, Buddy Ryan was 1B to Ditka's 1A. So, and then he left, went to Philly, and the Bears never did anything again until this year.
I think having an IQ over 100 disqualifies you from winning a Super Bowl just based on the list of who we're talking about.
All right, Smarty's got a couple questions for us here. He's down kind of big. He's got a couple. Purdy or T-Law?
Purdy.
Going Purdy?
Purdy.
I would say this, easy. 6 passing, Purdy. 4 passing, T-Law.
Okay. Dalton Schultz or Tyler Warren?
I hate Schultz, but I'm going Schultz.
Schultz has been killing it compared to Warren lately in the last month.
Same. Yeah. Devonta Smith or London?
London.
I'm just asking you guys. I don't have any London stock. Like, is he like? I saw him play like he's still like he's okay. He's like he's technically speaking back to normal, ready to go.
Yeah, there's a little concern. It's Monday night, so here's the thing: if you do go London, make sure you pick up David Sills on your bench. I did that on my London team,
or Mooney at least.
Well, Mooney's probably owned. I don't want anything to do with Mooney. Mooney's terrible. He's
bad.
I want Sills.
Okay.
Sills.
So what you're talking about, like this is a crazy conversation we're having, but you would rather start Sills over or Mooney. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm on ignorance. I'm asking you as for
Jags, Chargers, or Packers defense.
Jags, Chargers.
Jags have the Colts.
Jags.
Chargers have the
Jags. It's
Jags against Old Man Rivers.
Yeah.
You know, he definitely looked a lot better this past game, but it's Rivers. It's Rivers going.
We said Purdy over May, right? Purdy over May.
I hate to do
definitely in a 6.
I like watching Purdy play or May play, but dude, Purdy's on fire right now, and they are absolutely playing a good team, and they've got to throw the ball. They got to win.
It should be competitive. Like
it should be. That's the key.
Should be. We hope.
Baker or May. We're still going May over Baker, right?
Hey, this one's easy. Like I have a hard time starting Baker anywhere this week.
Agreed. It sucks.
Same. What's going on, Michael? Gibbs has had a bad 3 out of 4 weeks. It's been fucking rough. And you know what? This might depress his value in the next year's drafts, right? Might go like 7th overall.
I mean, you're going to have a lot of people who lost their championship because of Gibbs. So I would think that this is going to pull down his value a little bit.
You want my hot take on this? People like me, again, I'm not saying me in particular, but I'm saying people like me who had 0 Gibbs stock. So I didn't understand the up and down. You know, I went against the highs. I got murdered by this motherfucker by like 64 points. So I can see the upside. My point is, people who had Gibbs in the championship, I guarantee you they will never draft him in the first round unless it's late. Like you'll say they get a top 5 pick, they will not draft him. They won't. Maybe, Rob, you're different. I'm saying most average people. Yeah. I'm saying you're different, but I'm saying average people will have PTSD. They won't do it. People like me, I will draft him top 5 with a fucking. I'll run, sprint, and throw it in your face.
I think Monty might be gone next year too. Stay grinding. Samson needs 2 screen passes to get 20+ points. I mean, that means he has
20+ points,
50 yards. Yeah, he needs. They're both 50-yard touchdowns.
Yeah,
he has been electric, but I don't know. Samson is a little scary. He's a fringe RB2 for me. If he plays.
I'm sorry, Rob. I don't want to be talking to Samson for my championship game. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, just talk to Samson.
I want to talk to Samson normally, but not for my Week 17 championship. I'll just leave it at that.
Nick says, anyone else find it odd when 80% of the money is on a team, the other team wins? Ray doesn't find it odd, but
yeah, I mean, some people would say that's a fade in the public. I would say it's more of a primacy effect than anything else. We tend to remember those instances more so than the times where 80% came in on the favorite and they won. You know what I mean?
Because that's a non-story. You know what I mean? It's not
exactly. It's one of our cognitive biases, the primacy effect.
Fucking Keontae Turpin, that touchdown. Fuck that touchdown.
Dude, what a fucking dime. I mean, I know it was an offside, so it was a free play. So obviously that's why it was a great looking pass too. But when that happened, I was like, oh, I'll come back. And because I honestly, I turned it on as that, just after the snap. So I didn't see the offsides, but yeah, that was.
Yeah. Well, CeeDee Lamb had the same, it was the same exact play, essentially just from the right slot. A quarter earlier, and he had the guy burned just as much, and Dak just underthrew him. So that could have easily been CeeDee Lamb. It sucks.
That's Rob. I didn't know
that movie Uncle Buck.
100%, bro.
We love Uncle Buck. Uncle Buck's great movie.
Who doesn't?
You know what movie I don't like? You know what I think is definitely overrated movie is Great Outdoors.
You know, my wife likes that movie. Is that the
okay?
Yeah, love that movie.
Aykroyd. It's okay. The love story between the teenage boy and the girl at the carnival.
No, the
96 ouncer.
Overtakes that by a mile.
Yeah. What'd you say?
By a long mile.
What does?
Almost Heroes.
Oh, Almost Heroes. Yeah, but that's not. I mean, we're talking about like John Hughes.
I understand. Sorry, you ever seen Almost Heroes?
Never even heard of it.
Chris Farley's last movie.
No, not Matthew Broderick. I might need
Matthew Perry. Matthew Perry and Chris Farley. They're the leads, and they're both bad. So it's awesome.
They were going. It was the opposite of the Rob. Who the
Lewis and Clark. So essentially, it's like Lewis and Clark's story, but with two junkies. Essentially, they were both in the thrones of heroin. So it's a wild ass movie. Trone says, I chose to start Tyler Shuck over Bo Nix. Ooh, Nix ended up doing okay. 1 touchdown on the ground, 1 in the air. I'm stacking Shuck with Olavi and Jawan Johnson.
You got a super chat.
Oh, thank you. I got to get my computer up.
But I think, guys, do you think? I think he did. I mean, I know hindsight 2020, but. Okay, I guess what's the percentage you guys would have started Bo or Shuck over Bo Nix if that was your options that he did? Your guys' percentage.
I think Bo Nix is higher floor, but I think Shuck was a higher ceiling play.
No, I'm asking you, what percentage if it's your team, Rob, and yours looking at it, it's like, okay, you're sure you're starting Nix, but like what percentage would you actually like, okay, I'm giving 20,
50, 50. 50.
That's
not
close. That's
Barry Switzer is the GOAT of bad Super Bowl winning coaches. Yeah, Barry Switzer essentially took over the Cowboys dynasty, and he did win 1 Super Bowl with them, right?
Oh, hey, sorry, I forgot. How about John Gruden? I'm just saying, like he took over.
Well,
Dougie's team.
Ray, are you doing a shot? Are you doing a shot, Ray?
Shot of NyQuil.
I'm taking a shot of NyQuil.
Oh, it's Dayquil, bro.
Well, yeah, I'm saying it's almost midnight.
Loopy.
There's a Dayquil.
Just to free those, right? Though Barry Switzer, like he spent a decade at Oklahoma, and pretty good record there, I believe. But
no, he was a good coach at Oklahoma.
They barely, I don't know, like, yeah, I think he beat Cowher, if I'm correct.
So you guys, sorry, you don't think John Gruden should be on that list? Like again, like because I'm saying that's a major thing against the guy is that no, that's a whole other conversation. We can agree with. I'm more saying that. I'm telling you that there are people like yourself who are haters on coaches.
Not a coach.
It's amazing. You're okay. Well, start again right now. Just give us your Mount Rushmore of coaches in the NFL of all time. Very easy. We'll give you a
good or bad.
We can't do this now. We can't do this now. We're 25 minutes on the chat. Ray, we're gonna do a chug here. I'm doing Dayquil. Wally, did Chaz suck all the fantasy points out of Sutton yesterday? I love the Chaz. Yeah, he definitely did. Yeah, that's
thanks,
Sutton.
Chaz. You fucker.
Yeah, he was
Love
big
you.
into Sutton, wasn't he?
Who should Trone play? Gainwell, Jalen Warren, or Devonta Smith in PPR?
Gainwell.
I'm gonna do mine.
I would go with Gainwell, and we kind of talked about this already.
Yeah, Gainwell. Oh God, Jay Moore. He was really considering drafting Genty 1 overall over Bijan.
Oh
no, he did take. We're talking about the counselor. He did take Genty at 2 overall over Bijan. That's a fact. He did do that.
What did he take at 1?
It's on record.
Jamar Chase.
One was Jamar Chase. Yeah, which he said he wouldn't never take. Like he doesn't like any good players. He likes unproven players because it's fun when they hit because you can brag about it. Because you can't really brag. Be like, I drafted Jamar Chase.
That's just funny. He doesn't like good players.
No, he doesn't. He likes new players because it's like trendy. And like, guess what? When they do hit, it makes them seem smart. But when you name 15 of them and only one hit,
not about actionable content. It's about driving clicks and views, and controversy does that as well as like big.
Hey, Story. I told Rob he may be an idiot, but that dude knows how to ruffle feathers and Hey, we're talking about him, so he won. Fuck him, but he won.
Yeah, it'll fade. It'll fade, and we'll be rising up the ranks.
5 years from now,
he
will not be where he's at right now. There's no way. No fucking way.
Well, Marv definitely had bad quarterback play his rookie season and most of this season. And the sad thing is that his appendectomy came right when the Brissett thing started. Essentially, he got 2 games of Brissett, and he had 2 good games. And then Michael Wilson just came in and just said, "Not on my watch, man. This is mine."
Yeah, I mean, Marvin Harrison did not have a bad rookie year by any stretch, but from the expectation from the fantasy community is why we're still discussing him now. And people expected, okay, post-hype sleeper. And he's been dinged up. He had a really bad stretch, and then he had a good game, and then he kind of had a couple good games. We got to manage expectations with this guy. He's not a Justin Jefferson type.
Story. I'm just curious, as me and Rob talked about this. How, like, for your disappointment and or like for a letdown of this guy's career so far, with him being as athletic and talented as he is, with his dad being his father, how pathetic is his first start to his career in your eyes been? I'd say pathetic. Maybe you're saying it's semi-pathetic. Not that. I mean, I'm just because I think it's crazy that the fact his dad is Marvin Harrison Jr. Now Rob's like, well, you mean the murderer? Well, there's the whole thing on that as well. But I just think it's crazy, dude. He's 6'3", almost 6'4", and just gigantic, and this is what we get. It's insane. I don't know. I would just think, like, if you're that athletically talented and you have a father who is he's literally on the brink of being a Hall of Fame, very good in Hall of Fame, and this is what you do.
His dad is the Hall of Fame. His dad's one of the best of all time. It's not even a debate. Like,
but he's not in the Hall of Fame right now. Is he? No, he should be. He's not in the Hall of Fame. Is he? Well,
Marvin Harrison Sr. not in the Hall of Fame. He better be. He's got the best numbers ever. Here's what I'll say, Ray. It's not the numbers. Okay, the numbers are what they are. They're disappointing. For me, the disappointment with Marvin Harrison is everything else. It's the eye test, and it's the numbers are fine. The numbers are like okay, actually. Per game, his numbers are okay. He catches touchdowns, but it's the optics, right? It's all the other stuff. It's giving up on plays. It's dropping passes. It's all that kind of stuff.
But Rob,
yeah, you didn't speak there, Ray. Ray, you said his dad being his father. I guess what you meant to say is his dad being who he is. His dad being his father. All that.
Thank you. Jonathan, I appreciate you fucking raying the Ray for that. That's a good call. Thank you. That's a real good call.
We're gonna get a clip. His dad.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, I really do. I think that's awesome. Stay grinding says you and the counselor settle this street piece. MMA or boxing. Let the chat vote.
Hey, by the way, dude, he paid money to call me out on that. I appreciate that. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
That's good shit. Thank you for doing that. That's funny.
I don't want to fight the guy. You know what I want to do? I want to have the counselor on a live stream. I just want him to do his own live stream and have people ask him questions like this because he didn't even know how to pronounce people's names. So he wouldn't obviously know.
He puts out 15-minute non-live streams, Rob. Okay, he's putting out what he wants. Okay, Rob, you ever seen the SNL Californians? Have either of you guys seen that story? With it's Kristen Wiig, Bill Hader, and what's his name? The guy from Portlandia.
Fred Armisen.
Yes, those three. But it's just like their eyes are like this, like, Storey, what are you doing here? Like, go back to where you're from. Like, but the reason why it's so funny, those three cannot keep it together. All three of them break character continuously. And we all know, if you know anything about SNL, Lorne Michaels fucking hates that. But it's fucking great.
Jay, we need to answer this one for him. He mentioned this in Discord. Need 2 running back and 1 flex, full PPR. Bucky, Hampton, Tracy, Myers, or Michael Wilson. So who's the flex going to be? Is it going to be Myers or Michael Wilson?
Wilson.
Yeah.
Dylan, because I spit hot fire.
And
Definitely
then
Michael
is it
Wilson.
Bucky and Hampton?
For me, it is.
Dude, it's Hampton, man. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to start anybody in that tank fest?
Hey, I mean,
I want to start
Storey,
Michael Mayer.
Sorry, I don't know if you saw it all when you were gone, but like I was talking continuously. I mean, I know Rob, admittedly, and everybody who watched, we may have been wrong. Like, but dude, Hampton has been a roller coaster. Tick, 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 and now like I feel like this is it.
Yeah, if only he had.
Yeah, that too.
Mike, I know you hate Sean Payton, but Gannon might be worse. No, Gannon is worse. Again, Mike,
Gannon is worse.
Gannon's the worst. He shouldn't be a coach.
Gannon
like,
is probably
Sean
the worst
Payton.
This is so funny.
I think that Storey's
Jim, I
great.
love you.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You're just hard on Sean Payton because he's considered an all-time coach, and you think he's not like
He's
one of the
not.
best.
Yeah, he shouldn't be considered an all-time coach. Like his
record says so, though.
But he had Drew Brees for the vast majority of his head coaching career in the NFL. Now he's got Bo Nix. So let's not stroke off.
Story
Sean
again.
Payton
I'm sorry. Why are you so hard on coaches who have good quarterbacks?
He is. Nick says after saying Belichick is a bad coach, I can't take anything you say serious anymore. Let me defend Story. I don't think you said he's a bad coach. You called him an overrated coach.
I do.
He's not a bad coach. Right?
Yeah. I mean, he's
definitely
still an all-time coach.
He's a
He
bad
never
coach
said he was
now.
a bad coach.
And he was a bad coach.
Now
He's
80 years old, bro.
At some point, he
It doesn't matter. No, he's not wrong.
He's not a good
He's an
coach.
awful college coach. He's literally
At
like
some
worse
point,
than
he
the
stopped being a
country.
bad coach, or stopped being a good coach, and he is overrated.
Not
but he's still in the Mount Rushmore
2010.
of coaches. He's
We're
still in the Mount
talking
Rushmore
15
coach.
years ago.
No way, absolutely not.
Mount Rushmore for sure.
Story, I would
Dude.
love for you to tell me that in 2010 when they were doing their thing and you would try to tell me that it was all Brady. No way.
I mean, I wouldn't. have said
I
it at
forgot
the
to
time,
do
but
this.
As more evidence is coming
Here
out.
we go. Hold on. I got to interrupt this. I forgot to do this.
Nice.
What'd you have, Ray? Ray's frozen dancing. What'd you have? Do you have it with you? Are you already eating right now? I haven't seen you eating.
No, I cut myself short to be late.
Oh, what are you eating tonight though? Afterwards.
Oh, I'll be posting it to the Discord. I'll be making tacos when we're done.
Ooh, tacos again.
Heyo.
No,
Jags,
everybody-
Texans, or
no,
Chargers?
hey, well, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'm doing that to cut you off though. What I did yesterday, on the other hand, on Christmas Ray, whoa. I took a nice, and I said it in the chat. Sorry, I don't know if you saw it, but I took a nice, it was about a little over 6 pound rib roast.
Oh, nice.
And I coated it all the outside in nice compound butter with herbs and garlic and all the goods, and then just basted it with when all the butter melted. So then I just took the baster, and like a turkey when they base it with their own juices, I basted just my roast with just the greasy butter.
So
And-
you shouldn't be basting your food. All you're doing is like letting heat out of the oven. It doesn't
I
actually
understand.
help with like
See,
browning.
Story, I understand what you're saying, but I promise you, I don't know how you like your steaks cooked. I like
Rare.
medium rare.
Rare.
Well,
I'm a meat man. Give me rare all day long. I had a rack of ribs for dinner last night. It was not ribs.
You know what, Story? I do respect people like yourself that like rare because you like it mooing.
Hell yeah,
to
give me
you.
blue. Going Jaguars. defense here.
Jaguars, Texans are. I want to go Texans still, but
Yeah,
I guess
but
that
I'm
Chargers
with
offensive
Story,
line.
man. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, well, Rob and both of you, who are the Texans playing?
The
They're playing the Chargers.
Okay, so Jaguars at Indy. indoors.
Division game. Yeah, give me the Jags.
They need to win because first off, the Jaguars are full blown. They know, like it's just like the Bears. The Jaguars and the Bears are so identically weird, like with this whole weird NFL season right now. Like the Bears and both of them, if they win out, they very well both could be the first seed. So I'm saying my point is that the Jaguars need to win out, like to continue their.
So the Texans have they have some stuff. Jay Moore, how many TDs does Burden have? I think he might have one.
Burden has he had one in the he has two. He has two.
Two? Okay.
Because he had one early in the season. He had one recently, so he has two.
Have we seen our last two presidents? Getting old makes you bad at your job. Well, yeah, they're both very old. And God, what was the meme? The Philip Rivers meme with the previous president, just with the jersey.
Oh yeah.
Dude, he was. They showed video of him playing against the 49ers.
His last game was 2020, right?
Against
2021.
2005 or something crazy because he played against Lynch when he was on the Chargers, and Lynch was on.
Oh right, yeah, because he played when like it was the end of Breeze was hurt. Either Breeze got hurt at the end of that year, and then I think Breeze got hurt in the 2005, and then they signed both of them to come back, and then Breeze didn't play much, or he did play in 2006, and then he signed with New Orleans at that point.
Need to pick one. Tyler Warren, Dalton Schultz, Hunter Henry, AJ. We're gonna go Hunter Henry, right?
I'm going Hunter Henry. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. AJ Barner's pretty interesting, but
really,
it's he's interesting, but I have a hard time trusting
really. I'm just shocked though. Like, I mean, I'm curious. I just want to know what the hell has Hunter Henry done lately. And I say that I'm being ignorant. I'm being totally ignorant because I had him. That dude didn't do shit for me, and I dropped him.
Hunter Henry, those tight ends in New Orleans.
Oh, so he got 12.5 and a half PPR last week, 2.3 bye week. So I mean, admittedly, so since week 11, 6.5 half PPR, 24, 9.3 bye week 2, 12.
Yeah, it's always about matchups with the Patriots tight end. So in this case, where the Jets are like 27,
6.5. Sorry, I'm saying 6.5 is where he got last against them.
Okay. Well, you've got fewer pass catchers this go
around. Yeah, no. Garrett Wilson was healthy during that, so that's a.
You got Kyle Williams.
I'm still going Dalton Schultz. That's my guy.
I'm going Hunter Henry. Dalton Schultz is a close second. Tyler Warren, drop Tyler Warren for Juwan Johnson. I would do that.
I would. I dropped Tyler Warren to pick up Brenton Strange. Actually, can't trust it. I can't. Like, I know he had 9 targets, but I can't trust it.
Hey, Storey. Hey, last game of the season, can't hold back.
That's right. Can't hold anything back.
Going on silence. Jay Moore says, "Will Jennings continue that TD streak against Chicago?"
The books seem to think so. He's plus 105 to score a touchdown. So basically a 50-50 shot with the juice built in.
I will just say this real easy. If Kittle plays, no. If Kittle, I don't know. Actually, I'm going to reverse that. If Kittle plays, yes. Because that just opens up more of the field. So if Kittle plays, yes.
Ooh, interesting take. Taysom, Schultz, or Strange PPR. We're going Schultz here. We all agree with that one. We like Schultz this week.
I'm going to go Strange.
Yeah.
I want to get a little Strange.
Way too many mounts there, man.
Didn't seem to matter last week, and I worry about this game in general, just from a scoring perspective. I'm not sure.
Party for the Bears Niners game. I'm sick.
39.5 point over on that game.
Yeah, I'm crashing Rob's house, and he doesn't know it yet, but I'm telling him now live on television. So yeah, Rob's having a party.
We should find out what Nick O's doing. Send him over to your house.
Yeah.
Let's see. What two quarterbacks would you go with these? Malik Willis, CJ Stroud, Bryce Young.
Probably Bryce Young.
Willis is interesting, but really,
I think I go Malik Willis and Bryce Young. Yeah. Again, I worry about
CJ. I'm about Stroud and
Texans Chargers game.
Storey getting cute.
Maybe
Willis is cute.
Maybe. But Malik Willis is one.
I understand. No, and it's a very good argument of like when you say maybe. I'm not saying like it's dumb to say that because it's like that throw that he made in the Bears game was an absolute dime. That touchdown throw that did. I can't. Whoever scored, I can't remember who scored a touchdown, but
Romeo Doubs.
Romeo Doubs. Yeah, you're like, dude, that he didn't have to stop his like it was just continuous, perfect right in the breadbasket.
12 for 14.
I'm still going. I'm also
touchdowns in limited action last week. This offense moves with Malik Willis, one of the better backup quarterbacks. I'm going. I don't think this is getting cute. I'm going Malik Willis because it's not like you're saying Malik Willis or Jalen Hurts in this case.
Right.
Like it's CJ Stroud.
Can we agree on the fact that if it's four for a passing touchdown, Malik Willis? If it's 6 for a passing touchdown, give me Stroud.
Dude, the Bears couldn't stop Malik Willis last week because they did not have any game plan to stop a running quarterback. I mean, it showed. You know what I mean? Like, so 100%. Like, I will agree with that 100%. Like,
but I see Storey's take on Malik Willis. I mean, the thing is, he always produces because LaFleur's a good offensive mind. He's fucking good.
And the over/under in that game is
41.
Wow, it's only 38.5. Holy shit, that's
38.5.
Hang on,
it's low.
I might need to be rethinking this.
I was gonna say, I was at 3.5. That is low as hell. Wow.
I would probably look and see what the yardage total is on the sports books and make my decision that way.
CJ Stroud's gonna have better odds. Willis needs to get in the end zone on the ground to make it work, or have 50 yards rushing, which he very well could. Joe Blacko, what's going on, man? Shout out Joe Blacko, new Patreon member, dude.
Oh, what up, brother?
Switzer won in college, though.
Yeah, Oklahoma.
But he was a mess in the NFL. Like that team. Like just watch any of the specials, dude. I don't know if you watched the Netflix thing, but like that team, the White House they had, just all the arrests. Michael Irvin, dude. By the way, Michael Irving on the Netflix special, you see him with his hair. Literally, Michael Irving, multiple cocaine. Like, he should have been in jail for 40 years to life. He also stabbed a fucking member of the team in the neck with a pair of scissors. Like, dude, attempted murder and 2 cocaine charges. The dude's on Netflix.
But
like, what are we talking about here?
Was he as bad as Karl Malone?
No, but Karl Malone, they're not trotting Karl Malone out.
No, hey, there we go. You said no but.
They're not bringing Karl Malone out on the pregame because everyone knows Karl Malone's a pedophile. Dude. And literally, Michael Irving's a fucking attempted murderer and a cocaine. Like,
he was just on national TV kissing the head coach after the fucking playoff game.
Story, what do you think about Michael Irvin being in the forefront? He's got a good personality, right?
Of the in-game interviews, to be perfectly honest, I thought that was a poor showing from Netflix.
100%, dude, big time.
Do we still think Michael Irving smokes crack or no? You think he's off that?
Probably off that.
Dude, he's
got a lot of energy.
He's on cocaine or smoking crack. He's on
what
the fuck are we talking about here? Cocaine's a rich man drug, and crack is
off topic, but Italian sandwich or a Reuben.
So I absolutely love corned beef and I love pastrami, which is just smoked corned beef. But I do not like a Reuben because I don't like sauerkraut. So I'm gonna have to go Italian sandwich by default.
Well, here's the big difference, I guess, for both of you, and Ray would know. One is a hot sub or hot sandwich. One's a cold sandwich.
Dude, you can get a hot Italian sub.
I know. Thank you, Story. I was about to say that I understand, but in general, when you get an Italian sub, it's a cold sub, and that's fine. I mean, in general, I'm still going the Italian because they're more elite. Raise the meat sweats. The more elite meats on the more. Raise zero Italiano, but I love those mortadelle.
Mortadelle is a good meat.
Oh yeah. No pistachios for Ray, but give me the regs.
Jay Moore, I can bet the counselor goes back to drafting Genty early first round next year. No, he'll be off Genty because he'll be, he'll
be on Jeremiah Love.
No. He will be a guaranteed, guaranteed full blown. He will just rail on it. Second round, third round.
I'm going to take Genty everywhere next year.
No, but I'm saying, like, I'm telling you right now, this will be counselor's take. High end second round pick, and if he's not available, third round. I'm saying, if and when he's available, you just smash that third round because you'll get that.
Isn't Ashton Genty going to be too old to be on counselor's teams? Doesn't he have an age thing? It's like
on Love next year.
Yeah, right.
No, because here's the thing: you guys need to. I mean, you guys both understand this about the man, but you're not talking about it. He will just run back his takes to double down.
Does he do that?
That's exactly what he's about to do.
Who was he touting in 2024?
He did that. Keon Coleman. He did it with Keon Coleman this year.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Storey. Who's
the running back he touted in 2024?
It was Bijan. Yeah. Oh, well, not Bijan. It was what does he call him, Rob? What does he call him? Bijan. Yeah. Bijan.
No, but it wasn't Bijan. He took Genty over Bijan. He had zero shares. Zero shares of Bijan.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 years ago. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it was Bijan.
Anyway, I think we talked about the counselor enough tonight.
I don't ever want to stop. Anthony doesn't think Jackson Dart win another game this year. Well, they're not going to giving Jackson Dart a chance to actually play football, and we'll see if it changes in this game.
I need Jackson Dart to pick him up. I know Rob already has the waiver wire for me not pick him up.
Dude, I wouldn't touch Jackson Dart with a 10-foot pole for the rest of the year. They have no interest in winning games, and he made it abundantly clear.
Story, it's either I'm starting Jackson Dart or Philip Rivers. So
I would start Philip Rivers, honestly. Like Jackson Dart has literally no upside. They have made it abundantly clear that neither team wants to win this game. It's bad for the NFL.
Awesome. I can't wait to watch it.
It's sad, but honestly, this is hey, everybody, we like to call this the battle of the shit bowls.
I can't wait to watch it. It's on the 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. There's only 2 games. It's Bills and Eagles, and then the shit bowl. So it's gonna be really interesting.
Dude, are you fucking kidding me? Eagles and Bills,
there's only 2 games.
The shit bowl. Oh my god, that is amazing.
Red zone's gonna just be rotating between these 2 games. It's gonna be awesome. They're probably just gonna when the shit bowl's going on. I can see Hanson just playing a commercial. Just being like, this is actually better for you guys. Jay Moore. Yeah, Raiders are definitely taking a quarterback next year, right? They're the ones that make sense for this.
Yeah, I'll feel a lot better about Genty based on the quarterback, and also if Pete Carroll's no longer there, that would make me very, very happy to draft Genty next year.
Sorry, I hate to bust your balls. He'll be there one more year. There's way too much money involved. He needs to go immediately today. Like as we're speaking, the Raiders, Mark or not even Mark was the Ginge.
Mark Davis.
Oh, it is Mark. Yeah, Mark Davis and Tom Brady need to watch our fucking podcast and just go to his office. Pete, move it along.
How many points are we going to project Genty? Just give me a number. Full PPR. Hampton. How many points does Hampton score this week?
17.
17. Okay.
I just feel, Rob, I'm just saying, I feel like a low would be 10. I think a high could be like 25. Just saying.
I think the Texans are the scariest wild card team, honestly.
Well, what's your opinion on this question? What's your opinion on Hampton's high or low?
Oh, he asked you, but I would project 15. I'd say 15.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, I think like 10 could be this base low. Like it could be upwards of 15. I think 17's a 15, 17, like you said. Yeah, that's a nice little.
I'd say the Texans are the scary team that no one wants to face. I would not want to play the fucking Texans.
How long have I been saying this for? It's been a month. I feel like 4 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. I've been saying this. Yes, because I understand they're not the healthiest team, but they have a very scary defense, and their offense has that right particular point to make enough points scored. But right, I mean, I hate to say it, I know I'll be talking out of my ass for most people, but I think the Bears are a team too, because I'm just saying all these games that people automatically, me included, just watching the game, like, oh, this game's done. Wait.
Never over.
Oh my god,
Caleb,
baby. I don't know.
Such an unpredictable season
Rob,
this year.
I think the Texans are much more actual. Could make the AFC Championship game. Could the Bears make the NFC Championship game? That makes sense.
The Bears have a better record though, so I think more people are talking about the Bears.
No, I get that, but that's what I'm saying. That we're like a dark horse. I'm with them. I'm with you on the Texans. They have a very good team that people aren't talking about as much as they should be.
What's one thing that stood out about the year? It was very unpredictable. I would say the injuries and the fact that every team is pretty much locked into the playoffs. A lot of teams tanking. I mean, it's just rough this year. The injuries have been. It's not even running back. Running backs are staying healthy. It's wide receivers and quarterbacks, dude. This year,
I think it's very simple. It's injuries are the number one thing, and then just the complete. I'm I'm trying to look up just the evenness of the whole NFL. I mean, everybody
parity is the
parity
word.
thinking this word. Yes, the parity in the NFL, because like everybody, Rob and Storey are older than me. I'm gonna be 35 in January, early January. I cannot literally remember a time that I could sit there and say, "Hey, Storey and Rob, let's put together $1,000, and we can guarantee that these 4 teams, in a very good scientifically mathematical way, could be, those 2 teams in the NFC and AFC championship game." This season, I just don't feel that. Like, it's so the big parity. I mean, there are teams that are better than others, but we've also seen those teams lose recently as well.
Let's see here. Vegas does not have anything about Kyle Williams, Jay Moore. There's 2 games tomorrow, 3:00 and 7:00. At 3:00 game is Houston and Chargers, and then 7:00 is the Ravens and Packers. Travion full practice today. Yeah, but he has 3:30. Travion has not passed the concussion protocol yet, though. So he has practice. He was in a non-contact jersey. All right, we only have 8 more minutes of questions, guys. We will answer all those and stick around for a couple more minutes. If we get 4 more supers, we'll do another 20 minutes. Otherwise, we will be on tomorrow night. Me and Ray will do the show tomorrow night after the games, 10:45. There are no props for Kyle Williams. There's only Hunter Henry's props at 50 yards, by the way.
Dude, Hunter Henry and Diggs are the only pass catchers for I was just looking it up. Hunter Henry 47.5, Diggs 57.5. Those are the only 2 for New England.
That's
JJ,
crazy.
half PPR. Harrison, Burden, or Kyle Williams? We're going Marvin Harrison. You going Burden? We've had this question, but
Burden.
Yeah, I'm still going Burden.
Kyle Williams. If Douglas is out, it's Kyle Williams for me. How much longer will the Giants suck as a franchise? I think the Giants have a big year next year. I like Jackson Dart. I like they have draft capital. They're getting Malik Neighbors back, which is essentially like adding a free agent. So I'm going all in on the Giants next year.
I'm not. I need to know who the coach is before I decide to do that. I'm not saying that Kafka is a bad coach, but he's not the answer there, and he won't be the head coach. So let's see in the coaching carousel who comes around. I think Dart has a good future. Scatabo should come back fully healthy. It was just a break. So once he's healthy, he's healthy. He's a monster. You got to be careful. Who knows how long he will be healthy. I think they'll improve certainly, but a lot of it hinges on the coach.
That's literally that's why I was putting my hand up. I was literally going to say it literally depends who the coach. We all can easily assume Brian Dable's out on his way out. They have so much talent on offense.
They fired him.
Yeah, you're right. You said coffee. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's already.
He's still living in his office though. He's still bunker. He's like George, and when they tried to fire him, he's
right.
Right. Fucking air
they've been so bad that it's hard to distinguish between the Brian Dable era and the post Dable era.
But either way, I personally am in the camp that, like, even just with no coach, they have a lot of talent. That offense looks like it's ready to rock and roll, and they obviously need to be improved, but that's where money and better drafting comes in. I know it's a long shot, the things for shitty franchises like they've been. But again, I'm with Storey. It just will really come down to who they hire as a head coach.
GT, they're not playing Winston because Winston gives them a chance to win this game. They would play Russell Wilson over Jameis Winston.
Why Winston is literally on the Giants? Like, that guy just needs to be the complete ultimate bridge quarterback for any team that's drafting high for like top 10 quarterback. Have that guy just be a starting quarterback until he's ready and move it along.
Nick says, I just realized me and Mike have the opposite stances on. He thinks a good coach makes a good quarterback, and you think the opposite. You think a good quarterback makes a good coach. So I'm more of right in the middle. I think is fair. I would lean on good coach over a good quarterback personally, because we've seen a lot of talented guys come in the league and bust, bro.
Yeah, well,
that's look at Caleb Williams this year.
Problem. That's not necessarily a
I was like, Ben Johnson's really proving your whole idea wrong at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I know Storey. I don't want to admit that, but at the moment, you could be
PPR,
right.
Dowdle, Reed, or Taysom Hill. It's Dowdle. This is Dowdle for sure. Not fucking with Jaden Reed, and I'm not fucking with Taysom Hill. So
yeah, yeah.
And Ray, get back to me when Caleb Williams puts a full 4 quarters together, and then
that's fair. That's completely fair. I will never argue with that at the moment. That right now,
Southsider needs Buffalo. He got him at 12-1 for $200. That's pretty good odds, man. They're probably down to like 8-1.
When
now,
did they
right?
get Super Bowl? When would they have been 12?
Probably 3 weeks ago. Remember 3 weeks ago when they were really
really
struggling, and they were definitely 3 games back in the division.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, I like that one. That's solid.
Yeah,
and, you can hedge that one too.
That's it. Yeah, 100%. That's almost
Will the Texans dominate the Chargers like the Chargers dominated the Eagles a couple weeks ago? I'll say this: the last time they played each other in the playoffs last year, that was a bloodbath of a game. The Texans were underdogs, and Justin Herbert threw 5 picks? 4 or 5?
Yeah,
He threw more picks in that game than he had thrown the whole year.
Correct.
Tough matchup.
Yeah,
and their offensive line is definitely worse.
If anybody thinks it's going to be over a 40-point game overall, over under, I'm just pulling that number out of the air.
4 interceptions for the record.
4 interceptions, yeah.
Yeah, but he had a sub 50% completion percentage. That's
also really bad. Yeah. And now Will Anderson has been turning it up. I mean, Will Anderson, he's got to be a top 3 pass rusher in the league at this point.
Just about, yeah.
Ray, when's your birthday again? Jay Moore is
1-9.
1-9. March 26th. If anyone wants to give me any gifts,
Story. So when people ask me my birthday, I tell them my birthday is 1991. And they're like, Ray, I get that. It's the year you're born. What's your birthday? 1991. 1991. They're like,
okay. Yeah.
Ooh. Who's better, Packers or Niners? It would be the Packers if they were fully healthy, but they're not. So it's the Niners.
Yeah, by default, that defense is bad, though.
The Niners, yeah.
Thank you, MVP. Hope you had a good holiday too, man.
MVP. Good to see you.
Thank you, MVP. But yeah, I mean, fully healthy Packer, and again, I mean, I don't want to say this, but they were and are a better team at full health right as we speak. The Niners are, though. But hey, Rob, how about this? Can we revisit this question tomorrow when we talk? And then when the Bears, it's not tomorrow, 2 days, but when the Bears beat their ass.
I hope so. Where will Pickens end up next season?
I don't know if that's going to be true, but I can know.
Is it 50% chance he stays with the Cowboys, or you think it's more than that?
Yeah, it's 50% right now, I would put it at. So some of the teams that are being floated around there, like the Browns, the Ravens, the 49ers, because of their situation with Brandon Ayuk. If he goes to the 49ers or the Ravens, I think, man, that's a third-round pick.
Did you guys talk about Ayuk?
Though? I don't really want anything to do with that.
That fucking idiot guy. My God. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe what that fucking idiot did. That was just like, he deserved what happened to him. Complete jackass.
Ooh, linebacker makes a good point. Raiders need a number 1. That'd be a good spot for him for fantasy.
They do. Despite
depending on the quarterback.
Man, I'd say for fantasy, money-wise for him, yeah. I don't know about fantasy until he knows the quarterback, but
well, targets. Give me targets. He's a talented player. It can never be worse than what it was in Pittsburgh. That was just a messy situation for him.
I mean, it can be worse. It can be worse in Las Vegas. Geno Smith is the quarterback again next year. Like, targets are great if you're a semi-competent passing team, which the Raiders clearly are not.
Hey, Story. Me and Rob have been all about Chris Olave all year because of the targets, but they're really bad targets.
Competent passing team.
No, but I'm saying they're really bad targets. Shook is at least giving a little bit better targets, but nonetheless, it's still not having Tom Brady or any other good.
Yeah, but Chuck has made market improvements, like
big improvements.
Hours going this year.
100%.
That's how bad that passing game is.
Big time. Oh yeah. I'm not disagreeing.
All right, we'll end on this one. Get a couple more questions in before we leave. Who do we got in the Super Bowl? Nick's feeling the Seahawks-Bills matchup with the Bills winning. I would say I think the Bills are probably the favorite in the AFC right now. So I like the Bills. The NFC is a little trickier.
Let me see. I want to see who the actual betting favorites are.
I'm going to go
it's the Rams.
I'm the Rams.
Bills, Eagles, Broncos, Patriots.
My NFC is the Rams. Like, I'm not even questioning that. I just think that with having already a Super Bowl winning pedigree, I know they're not a full team with Super Bowl winning players, but more importantly, having the quarterback and the coach and the defense has been turning up. That's why I'll have them. Honestly, I'll have the Rams winning the Super Bowl at this point. But I think the Bills could be a sneaky team with Josh Allen, with no Joe Burrow, Lamar, and Mahomes.
Give me the Patriots and the Seahawks. That's what I'm leaning towards.
Wow. He loves Mike Vrabel.
I don't
Woody
believe in the
Marks. I don't believe in the team. I believe in Josh Allen more than I believe in the Bills.
I'm interested in what Storey has to say with this. Marks or Corum?
Woody Marks or Corum?
Well, I'm biased because I've got both those guys. So right now I've got Corum slotted into my flex spot. So
I said that earlier. I just wanted to let you confirm.
This is a half PPR. I don't know if that makes it a little more palatable for Corum. Right. I think because again he doesn't catch passes, but Woody Marks doesn't catch a whole lot of passes there either. They really don't utilize the running or like once Joe Mixon went down, but last year Joe Mixon was their pass catcher, and they don't really utilize that. Plus, you've got Jawar. I think they probably want to get a look at Jawar Jordan, and Nick Chubb is playing again. So like. Are we guaranteed that Woody Marks even gets the goal line looks? At least we know that Corum is probably going to get some goal line looks. So it's a risk, but I'm going to Corum over Woody Marks as of right now.
Yeah, I am as well. In PPR, like you said, it makes it tougher. Linebacker makes a good point. The Steelers right now are rolling with Scotty Miller and Adam Thielen as their top two receivers.
Scotty Miller. Oh my God, that's a name.
Yeah, what a name for fucking Tampa Bay and Thielen on fucking Carolina. The Vikings bold on those teams.
Cowboys will probably franchise Pickens. I would agree with that because Jerry Jones traded for that asset. He doesn't want to let it go. It's a lot of money to franchise a receiver though, but it's better. They can't pay him. They can't afford to pay him, so they'll franchise him. But the problem is, you get a disgruntled Pickens who's going to be making a lot for 1 year. He wants that bag though. He needs that guaranteed money. I don't want to give him guaranteed money personally, but that's probably what's going to happen. That's a big yearly salary though.
Hey Rob, you want the actual answer to like all this whole very big question? They're gonna pay them and just fuck themselves over. So market 12:20 a.m. 12:27 2025. Right,
JJ has what is this? 10-1. This would be 13-1 on the Chargers. Put $300 on it. 13-1. I mean. Yeah, $300. It pays $4,000. That would be 13-1, roughly.
What?
13 plus, yeah,
plus 4,000.
Oh, plus 4,000. Okay, I read it wrong. I thought he was saying he wins 4,000.
Oh no,
40-1. Okay,
plus 4,000.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like, especially dude if Hampton and let's just assume Hampton continues to show more improving, just play, and then having. Justin Herbert get more healthy with his hand. I mean, I know there's a lot of injuries, but
don't have much faith in the Chargers. They're behind the Jaguars, the Bears, the Texans.
What are they at currently? 30-1.
I think it's terrible though. Those are terrible odds. Plus 1,800. I wouldn't take
that. That is bad odds. They're better than that.
Ashton Genty still has 50 receptions, 1,500 scrimmage yards, 10 touchdowns with 2 games remaining. It's crazy because he has so many duds.
He's talented as hell. It's just like, again, like what you talked about, Rob, with people like the counselor and whoever being like, oh, no matter what, draft this guy top 5 over Jamar Chase or, even Malik Neighbors and shit. It's like, no. But the guy is talented as hell. I mean, dude, that game he had this last week, it showed. I mean, I know it wasn't the greatest talent he went against. I don't care, though. Like, he still made them look stupid. And more importantly,
Jawar Jordan's not
when he got hit, he didn't go down right away. Like, he had that great balance.
No, he looks awesome. I mean, when he gets an open, when he doesn't get tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Jawar Jordan, sneaky good play this week? No, not with Woody Marks coming back.
Yeah,
I'd rather play Woody Marks. I don't want to play any of them.
I can't see how you would play Jawar Jordan at all this week.
Concur.
I wouldn't franchise Pickens after seeing him give up. Well, was it two games in a row? Not just that one play. It was 2 games in a row of him not even showing up.
Yeah, but he bounced back. So
I know,
yeah, we'll see.
But Storey, what what play he's talking about? Did you think he just like gave up on that like completely? Just like,
I don't think so. I mean, every receiver has bad games. I do think that he probably dragged on some effort on some routes, and one of those was very evident. But I don't think he gave up on the team. I think that was just a narrative.
No. I'm talking. No. That just what that guy brought up, that particular play. It definitely was just like, yeah.
I mean, you can go back and find a lack of effort for every single wide receiver in the league if you look hard enough. Like it's going to happen. This was just magnified because it was a satellite game, and George Pickens has a bit of a history there.
And it's the Cowboys. So 3 things to double up.
Yeah,
like
good call. Good call.
Magnetize.
Dak is probably not a top 5 quarterback next year. He'll be top 8. He doesn't give you. He actually ran a little bit this year, but
he did run a little bit more. But
if they have Pickens back,
strictly like Pickens back helped, but like the dude needs touchdowns. He's got to score. You know, he's got to have to throw 38, 40 touchdowns for him to be a top even 8 quarterback with the running quarterbacks that are out there.
Is Javonte Williams on a 1-year deal?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Right.
1 year, $2 million.
We'll assume they'll just sign him back. So we'll assume Javonte Adams back or Javonte Williams back next year. No, and we'll assume also Pickens. If everything is back to normal and they have more help.
The big question is, do they shore up their defense? Because Dak Prescott's fantasy value is pretty aligned with how bad that defense is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they shore up that defense, it's top 15
offensive line help too, and that worries me about the future health of Dak Prescott.
Justin Jefferson will definitely be a value next year. We're talking mid-third round, right?
He will be a value next year.
I would think so.
Dude, as long as they get rid of Max Prosper.
I'll pick him in every second round I can get him in next year.
Max Rosemer.
Bernard Pollard or Cam Chancellor. Cam Chancellor for me. I loved Cam Chancellor.
Dude.
I stopped following IDP once I got O's out of it, so I couldn't give you.
You know football though. Cam Chancellor.
I was only about to say.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know what the scoring settings are. Like IDP
we're
is
not talking.
We're not. This is all time. Cam Chancellor retired like 7 years ago.
I was about to say, I'm like, dude, we're not talking currently. Like Cam Chancellor was Legion of Chancellor. Yeah, I was like, he's just looking. I just think he's like right.
Antonio Gates or Kelsey. Antonio Gates or Kelsey.
Now we're just debating players, like all-time players.
Gates is a better receiver.
I want Antonio
Kelsey
Gates.
is a better overall. Kelsey just had.
Nice.
All right, boys, we're caught up. Appreciate everybody. Thank you guys for coming on. If you want to get in the Discord, keep this this chat going. It goes on 24/7.
Real quick. You both think that Kelsey's the better receiver than Antonio Gates was in his career?
Better, receiver, but I'd say Gates has the most touchdowns.
I'm talking straight receiving. That's all I'm talking. Because Kelsey was the better.
Kelsey was better. Kelsey was a better receiver. Gates was better in the red zone, though.
I'll take Gates.
Has the most touchdowns.
I'm saying I'll take Gates at receiving over Kelsey, but
it's so close because they both had elite all-time quarterbacks, that played their entire career together. So it's.
I'm saying the more.
The answer. The answer is Gronk. Gronk's better than both these guys.
Thank you. There you go. That is
Gronk's the answer, right? Sorry.
Yes. Gronk is basically those two combined.
My brain is not functioning very, very well at the moment, so I'm gonna go ahead and.
Cosby Show or Fresh Prince? Well, the Cosby Show should be canceled and should never be viewed by anyone ever again because we just played the clip.
Whoa.
I can separate the art from the artist in certain cases. Not in this case. Not with this dude. No. Music's one thing.
I'm laughing. First off, I'm laughing not because of that horrible.
Now you're getting into a debate about can you separate the artist from the art? Right, and can you? I
can not in this though, because it was the Bill Cosby Show.
That means you hate
his show. He was the fucking doctor. He was supposed to be.
Well,
a good guy.
And that means you hate everything Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson's entire repertoire. Like, can you again? Like,
no, thank you, Storey. That's what I'm saying. It's like
for the art's sake, without and separate the artist from that, and that's a whole debate.
It's a big can of worms.
I think the difference is you can listen to Michael Jackson's music and separate him from it easier than watching an episode of The Cosby Show because it's Bill Cosby right up in your grill.
That's
all. I mean, I don't understand. Like, if you're okay, so you're saying listening to, but like because there's a show. Well, I don't know if it's still there, but there was a show in Vegas that was a Cirque du Soleil show specifically around Michael Jackson. So how could you? You know what I mean?
Well, you know how they have shows, guys. You know how some shows are 21 and over. The Michael Jackson show is 10 and under. We're gonna end on that one. We appreciate you guys. Jay Moore, we're live tomorrow after the game.
Do you like my shirt? Land Before Time.
I get Land Before Time. I don't get Land Before Time.
So Land Party for Halo,
Land Party, dude. How old are you? Land Party.
35 in January. I just told you.
Wow, I didn't know you were old enough to have LAN parties. Like I did LAN parties when I was in high school.
Yeah, I was in middle school.
Nice.
But well,
Michael Jackson would have loved you. Woo! All right, we're on tomorrow after the games, probably 10:45 p.m. Central. I will post it in the Discord when we go live. Jay Moore, you should hop in there, man. Professionalfanatics.com.
Halo guys.
I like that. Ray just took his shirt off. Jay Moore, professionalfanatics.com if you want to check it out. Support your boys. Also, Storey, thank you. Ray, thank you. I have to let my dogs out. Great show as always. Again, 10:45 tomorrow.
Good to see the chat as always.
Yeah, only a couple more streams this year, at least for football. This fantasy football season, that is. We're going to do a lot more stuff once the season's over. Don't worry about the content. Always keep on rolling. Ray's got his shirt off. Love you guys. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Storey. Love your life. Stay positive and respect each other. We're out of here.